address is www.paintermommy.com. This is my first vlog in quite a while. Been out of commission for quite a while. The last couple weeks of my pregnancy, I was on bed rest because of some kidney issues and lots of different stuff. So I'm finally not pregnant anymore. This is Daniel, our new addition, and it feels great to not be pregnant. And I can't even tell you. But you know, life with a newborn can be rough, especially when you have other small children. My other children are 5, 4, and 1, and they keep me pretty busy. Thank God the 2 older ones are in school during the day, so I am able to have a little bit of a break. But but my 1-year-old also, he sleeps, takes a pretty good nap for probably like 3 hours during the day, so I'm able to work during that time, which is nice. You know, it can be rough to keep things in balance, but I'm really trying right now. You know, the big thing is lack of sleep. What? You have to burp? You have to burp? Huh? He's up every 2 hours, sometimes 1 hour. Sometimes it takes an hour or 2 to feed him and burp him and change him, and you know, it's hard. Especially when you're think you're all done, and then you put him down and you're just about to get under the covers and just fall asleep immediately because you're exhausted. And then 5 minutes later, he's up again crying or fussing, and you know, you're up for another hour. I've learned the hard way that it's very important just to stay positive and to not think negative, and to not have any expectations during the nighttime, thinking that, okay, I'm going to get some sleep, or okay, you know, he's going to be good tonight. It doesn't really happen like that. So with my first, I used to get so frustrated. There was a point where I literally, one night, threw the baby at my husband and said, I can't do this anymore. But I don't do that anymore. My husband works nights, so I'm pretty much on my own, you know, with the baby. So right now, my head is so unclear, can hardly talk. I've had 4 hours of sleep. But what I started saying is, it's okay. It's okay. He's up again. It's okay. I have to get the bottle ready again. It's okay. Another poopy diaper. It's okay. My 1-year-old is teething. It's okay. My 4-year-old is having a nightmare. It's okay. So that's been helpful. And I just, you know, sometimes you just have to choose to stay positive and to not go crazy. Don't get me wrong, there are times where I freak out and fall apart, like last night. My husband and I kind of got into a fight, and you know, we're both exhausted, and we both have a lot on our plate, and we're handling a lot, just trying to keep it all together, so those things happen. But another thing I wanted to talk about is just keeping things in balance as far as work, because I work from home right now, and my time is so limited, and there are so many distractions. I get on the computer, and I'm on there 30 minutes trying to get client work done, and all of a sudden he needs to be fed. Or my 1-year-old is, you know, screaming because he's got 6 teeth coming in at one time. So that's been hard. I think that's been harder than even the nights for me, because people have expectations of you and what they want you to get done. And I never want to turn down a client because we really need the work, we really need the money. And so just trying to keep that in balance has been one of the hardest things for me. I've also had to set limits for myself. I used to work at night, and I can't do that anymore. I used to try to work for a couple hours after I would put the older ones to bed, and I saw myself falling apart. So I now have to shut the computer down when I put them to bed and deal with him, maybe watch an hour or so of TV and just relax, and then try to go to bed shortly after that. And then I'm a little bit clearer the following day. But I've also had to learn to say no. And that's a tough one for me, because I want to say yes. I want to try to help everybody and do everything for everybody, because that's just the way I am. You know, especially being in that mom mode. You're automatically there for your children and your husband and your home, and making meals and, you know, laundry and doing everything. And that's kind of the mode I'm in. So I just want to do everything, and you can't. So there are times that you have to say no, especially when you have small children. And right now, number one is your family. Number one is not my clients. You know, yeah, they want things done yesterday, but if that's the case, then sometimes you have to say, you know what, I can't do it, or maybe try to get somebody else to help with it and delegate the project. So, you know, that's been a huge lesson. I'm exhausted, but I also am in love with this little boy, and so happy. You know, a lot of people have asked, okay, is this it? Number 4? Do you want a 5th? I always said I wanted 5, but I think at this point I might be done. But you never know in a year or two, whatever. I don't know. Right now we're at a limited amount of space. We're still in a 2-bedroom apartment. It is a very good size apartment. In our local area, it's very expensive, so we're not able to right now afford a home, and that's why I'm just working so hard at trying to establish my businesses and do what I can. So we'll see, and maybe we'll have to move down south. But we'll see about that. I don't know where God will take us, but, you know, I just give my life to the Lord and say, here I am. I don't know what you're going to do with me. I don't know where you're going to take us, but I'm here. I trust your plans for our lives, for this family of 6, for our lives. And it's exciting. You know, the unknown is a little, you know, makes me a little nervous, but it's also exciting because, you know, I know God has great plans for us. So that's it, I guess, for my vlog. I'm sorry that I'm all over the place and I'm a little unclear. I guess it's just the lack of sleep. But I just wanted to connect with everybody and introduce you to this little boy, this little cutie. His name's Daniel. So, alright, well, I guess that's it for now. Again, my name is Dawn, and my blog address is www.paintermommy.com. So stop by and leave a comment. I'd love to hear when you comment. Thank you. Bye, everybody.